Next, we're going to factor 32x squared y plus 8xy minus 12y. Remember, whenever you're factoring, the first thing you're going to look for is a GCF. And my goodness, are we hoping we have one in this gross problem? Let's start with our numbers. The smallest number is 8. 8 goes into 32 because 32 divided by 8 is 4. But 12 is not divisible by 8. If we take 12 divided by 8, we get a decimal. Bummer. Next number that will divide 8 is 4. 32 is divisible by 4. 12 is divisible by 4. So we know that our GCF is going to have a 4. Let's look at our variables. Our 32 has an x squared and a y. Our 8 has an xy. And our 12 has a y. We're not going to have an x in the GCF because the 12 doesn't have one. But everybody has a y, which means we can include that in our GCF. So we're going to take each of our terms. We're going to factor out or divide out our 4y because we're factoring out our GCF. It goes out front and we open some parentheses. 32 divided by 4 gets me 8. My x squared has to come down because we're not dividing by an x squared, but my y's do go away. Bring down my plus. 8 divided by 4 gets me 2. X still attached, but my y's again go away. Bring down my minus. 12 divided by 4 gets me 3, and again, the y's go away. But we're not done because we need to see if we can factor this parenthesis because there's an x squared. That x squared lets us know we're not done. We have to double check. So looking inside the parentheses only, we're going to have a is equal to 8. It's our leading coefficient. B equal to 2. And C equal to -3. That means when we're looking for our product of A times C, or 8 times -3, we're looking for a product or multiplication of -24, and we need a sum of B, which is 2. I could start with my 8 and my -3 because I know that those multiply to be -24. But when I add 8 and -3, I get to 5. So that didn't work. Let's say we go with 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 2 times 12 gets us to positive 24. I need -24. So if we make it -2 times 12, we get to -24. -2 plus 12 gets us to 10. Not what we need. Let's try something else. We went down from 3. Let's go up from 3. So 24 divided by 4 gets us 6, which means that 4 times 6 gets us 24. We need one of them to be negative. So I need -4 plus 6 gets me to my +2, which means I found my magic numbers. Inside the parentheses, I was working with x. So I'm going to have x minus 4 times x plus 6. And we need to divide by 8 because that was our a. When we reduce those fractions, we get 4 over 8 becomes 1/2. And then we have x plus 6 over 8 becomes 3/4. And then we need to remember bottoms up. Inside the parentheses, our denominator comes up, and we have 2x minus 1 times 4x plus 3. And don't circle that answer yet because you have to remember our GCF that we took out originally. So our answer is 4y times 2x minus 1 times 4x plus 3.